At one point he said, "Me and my sugar babes welcome you to my home." I guess
What the hell?
Hey yo, me and my sugar babes, welcome.
Are-
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to My Story Anime yet again. We got Avery this time, double epic episode, and my life inside
no.
a billionaire school. Quite the interesting animation here, particularly.
Is this like Elon Musk?
I don't know.
And for the last few years, I've been going to this super expensive private school for rich kids. Let me share a few stories of the craziest things I've seen happening here. First of all, almost all guys in my grade have several sugar babes.
Okay, quite an interesting
the
image right
hell?
here. This guy, man spreading straight up, two girls on his lap, other hand reaching for quite a interesting position. This guy got money, bruh. Sugar babes, bro. What kind of a... Alright, rich boy school.
What is
Almost
going
all
on
guys
here?
in my grade have several sugar babes. It really sucks. I mean, how shall I find a boyfriend in school if most guys here can date pretty much any model they want? You see, I'm
I
just
love
an
the like monotone emotions. Like she's
Yeah.
she's
Most guys
so
here
like
can date
horny
pretty
and then
much any
straight up
model they want.
stops.
You see, I'm just a normal girl. I grew up middle class.
What is
and only
this?
when my
Middle class girl.
perfect mom, who's both a professor
She's not like other girls, indeed.
at a prestigious university and super beautiful, married a well-known Wall Street billionaire, I suddenly had to move to New York City and was put into this school for rich kids.
So her mom and dad
At
are
first,
rich.
I felt super uncomfortable
Okay.
there. Everyone wore designer clothes and looked at me like I was a misfit.
That's not
Maybe
school
because I
uniform.
wore H&M and didn't have the latest iPhone. The cool kids completely ignored me, so I asked my mom's billionaire husband if he would give me some money for shopping.
I asked my mom's
confused.
billionaire husband. You mean your dad? Wait.
Yeah, what the hell?
He kindly gave me $200,
Oh, wait, you
but I
remarried,
told
I
him,
don't know.
"I'm sorry, but that's just not enough. My classmates all wear designer clothes.
Look
I
at
think
his
I'll need at least $3,000 to buy good enough clothes to fit in." He shook his head in disappointment, but gave me the money anyway.
What
Then
are these
I went on a
expressions,
wild shopping
bro?
spree buying sounds fun, but it wasn't. Because I had worn modest clothes all my life, and now I was betraying my own values just to make other people like me.
Okay.
It felt wrong.
Classic
However,
high
just
school.
like a
Don't do that
rich
then.
girl, I went back to school and asked some of the cool kids how their weekend was.
Huh, the
A
cool
girl
kids.
responded, "Oh, it was so funny because we saw a poor homeless woman on the streets, and then we had a hilarious idea. We bought an $800 Dolce & Gabbana sweater and gave it to her. It's so funny because everyone will believe it's a fake one, even though it's real."
Ha ha.
What?
That is what
That's
the-
hilarious.
that is so funny.
I am dying of
I'm
laughter
dying
right now.
laughing, bro. That's like the greatest joke of all time. I mean, at least tell her you can sell it for $800. I don't know. Come on.
I
And
know,
gave
right?
it to her. It's so funny because everyone will believe it's a fake one, even though it's real. I started laughing with them, even though I thought it was absolutely disgusting.
this face?
I mean, with that money, they could have rented her a home for a month or bought her food for weeks. At least they accepted me into their clique. We were sitting down at an expensive restaurant when one of them spotted a beggar outside. He was still in his teens, and
Oh,
I
no.
felt so bad, but one of the girls said, "Why don't we invite him to dine at our table?"
Why don't we trip him over? Why don't we,
Oh,
drive
God.
into him? Why don't we set his
Drive
family
him
on
off a
fire?
cliff.
We order expensive
my
food
God.
and wait until he goes to the restroom. That's when we sneak out of the restaurant so that he has to pay the bill.
Oh my god. These are the worst people I've
Evil.
ever seen. Jesus.
Which, of course, he can't. They all started laughing again, and one girl went outside to invite the homeless to eat with us. He looked tired, and I asked him to tell us his story, which was heartbreaking.
Oh my God,
He
he's
said
gonna
his
put it
family
on
had
the
thrown him
channel,
out when
too.
He was only 14, and ever since
God.
he'd been living on the streets. We ate together, and the other girl started giggling when he told us he'd go to the restroom. Once he was gone,
no.
we
Oh.
all stood up and left, but I quickly
She'll
threw $300
pay,
on the
yeah.
table, so he wouldn't get in trouble for not being able to pay.
Good.
Things got
Okay,
even
at least the...
Good for her.
This is like the one protagonist who's likable. Usually they're all like horrible, so...
crazier when I was invited to my classmate Sergey's birthday party. He was
Wait,
only
Sergey? Okay.
Sergey.
Sergey.
but living in his own
Hey, what is his dance move?
New
What
York
the heck
City
is this?
penthouse. I did some research and found out that it costs $30,000 a month to rent it. Even more
Oh my
shocking
God.
was that he had 3 gorgeous models standing next to him at all times. At one point he said, "Me and my sugar babes welcome you to my home." I guess
What the hell?
Hey yo, me and my sugar babes, welcome.
Is someone telling the story, or is this like fully made up? Because like this is
No,
super
obviously
cringe.
it's fully made up, but it's just like
Okay.
creativity in their brains, man.
said, "Me and my sugar babes welcome you to my home." I guess when you're rich,
Me
you
and my
can
sugar
buy
Anime
much,
character.
or at
Welcome you
least
to my home.
flesh. And Sergey was Russian, And we all know that Russians
Indeed,
love
Sergey.
to brag about how rich they are so they can make poor people feel inferior.
Hey, yo,
I mean,
your piano costs 400 grand.
I mean,
Jesus.
have you ever noticed how it's
Jesus.
mostly Russian billionaires who need to own several yachts and show off?
No, I've
well,
not
to make
noticed.
things worse, Sergey didn't call his sugar babes by name, but by numbers. He said, "Hey, number 3, go get me a drink." But there is another dark side of rich kids I haven't talked about yet. My classmate Sergey was mentally weak. When one of
Hey, yo.
I
That's a weird transition. Like, what the?
I thought she was gonna say mentally, like R.
Yeah.
teachers told him to stop being so lazy and finally start doing his homework, Sergey flew into a rage and threatened our teacher,
has the
saying he would call his
Sergey.
daddy to get him murdered. That same day, I came to the conclusion
Jesus.
that rich kids shouldn't be allowed to inherit their parents' money, because rich kids are the scum of the earth. At
Damn.
least Sergey got kicked off the school after that incident. And
I
only
mean,
a
it's
month
fine to
later-
be a rich kid. Just don't
Yeah.
shove it in people's faces, I guess, and don't.
kind of the
I don't
parents'
know.
fault.
Don't screw with homeless people. Maybe, maybe that's the lesson.
It's kind of
here.
the parents' fault
Yeah.
for not teaching, you know.
yeah. They should still
values
have
and morals.
responsibilities and stuff.
I was
so.
told that he had driven under the influence one night and hit someone. The person wasn't seriously injured, but when the police came, Sergey tried to bribe them off. He allegedly offered the policeman $50,000. Sergey, who was born in Russia, doesn't understand that you can't drive over people here in the US and get away with it. Even though
Well.
How do you not realize that?
I am a girl, and us girls have a natural tendency to be attracted to high status guys with lots of money.
Not really. What if you're Sergey?
This guy Mason in the grade above me, and I really crushed on him. He was rich, handsome, and seemed super ambitious. He was a
Did
DJ
he?
in his free time and even had several songs with more than 1 million
Mason RK Hey Baby, 42 million subscribers, 1 million views. Kind of dead channel.
Never
not gonna
heard of
lie.
him. Yeah.
views.
Hey,
on
Sounds like
baby.
a pretty dead channel to
I
me.
thought that he was the real deal, so I messaged him on Facebook and managed to get on a date with him. Oh, did I mention he was also jacked? I regularly hooked
course.
up with him, but then I found an injection in his
I regularly hooked up with him. Then I found out
Oh.
he was Sergey.
He was Sergey.
I regularly hooked up with him, but then I found an injection in his room with some drug next to it called Boldenone. I googled it.
Anabolic steroid, test of artificial testosterone to replace or add the body's natural level of testosterone. All right, he's a fake Chad.
And
Okay.
it turns out that it was
Yep.
an anabolic steroid. So he wasn't jacked because he was disciplined and regularly hit the gym.
Oh,
No,
yes,
he
that
took a
is the
shortcut
attractive
and just
thing for
injected
you.
poison into his body. Was he really that desperate to impress other people that he was willing to destroy his own health? Well, I also started wondering why I never saw him working on his laptop to produce new songs. I asked him about it and he said, "Oh, I'm working with this other guy who does most of the technical work. I focus more on
He's
being
my
on stage
Sergey
and rocking the
partner."
club while he does the
I'm sorry, I
rest."
need to stop.
Wow, this guy who had tens of thousands of fans around the world and groupies every weekend on his concerts was basically just another spoiled little rich brat who had everything in life given to him. I told him,
True.
"Aren't you embarrassed to not work hard like other artists?" And he responded,
Does he just
"What are
always
you
sit in
talking
this
about?
position?
I'm doing what everyone else
Kind of
does."
uncomfortable.
Do you really think Justin Bieber produces his own music or writes his own lyrics? All he does is go on stage and sing. It's the easiest job in the world, and I want to
Indeed.
do it.
True.
Being hated by the
Groupies,
entire
money,
internet.
and
Super
fame.
easy.
That's all I need to be happy. Well, he kinda had a point, but I also knew that this was not the kind person I wanted to be in a relationship with.
Why did they
I
just
mean, if I
randomly
married
put
this
bees?
guy and I would get sick or something, then I knew I couldn't rely on him because he had never actually done anything hard in his life. And
Okay.
that's the problem with rich
Okay.
kids. They are weak. My other classmate Jack didn't want to wait in line, so he put his black sunglasses on and pretended to be blind so he could go to the line for handicapped and old people.
Uh-huh.
That's when Mike had enough and told the stewardess that Jack was only pretending to be
Wait, he's a narc? Okay, she likes narcs.
blind
Okay.
and should wait in line with the others.
He's a rat.
Jack responded,
Rat.
"Whoa, dude, this was just a test. Of course I wouldn't actually do this.
Whoa,
You
dude.
just did it. So stop lying, you scumbag."
Whoa, dude.
This was the incident that
True.
inspired me to stop trying to be
Whoa,
popular.
dude.
I sold my designer clothes on eBay.
She
gave the
wore
money I
that
got
one
back to my
fancy dress for
stepdad,
like
and
6
started
months.
wearing H&M again. I also went to Mike and asked why he was so different from the other kids, and he said,
I'm
"Oh,
not
it's
like
because my
other boys, just like you're not like other girls, and we lived happily ever after. Hey, son, I will give all my money to charity.
My dad
Oh, that
told
would
me to give
hurt.
away all his money to charity. I get zero. Nothing. So unless I get my life together, I'm in big trouble. But my parents gave me what's most important for a
McDonald's?
child, and that's love
Nice.
and attention. And don't
McDonald's,
get me wrong,
hell yeah.
I'm still
That's the
super
most
That is
important
what's
thing for a
most
child.
I was born
important,
in
yeah.
America, and I'm going to a private school.
I mean,
I-
I guess it appeals to, like, younger people, but oh my god.
Yeah, dude, I think the thing with animations is kids just fucking love it, bro. Animate anything, like, they'll love it. That's why the Elsa bullshit even caught on, right? This is-
Wow.
Is what it is, bruh.